Hello, my queens. It is your esoteric, ethereal, Empress Divine Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. This is just a general daily reading. I felt urged the other night to do just a daily, and it's not something that I just ever really thought of doing. Like when I first put the channel together, it was my intention to do, of course, like the elements in groups like earth, fire, air, water, to do readings like, bi-monthly, maybe even weekly. But I was nudged to do a daily, and I won't sit here and commit to doing a daily because I may not always have that nudge. But when I do have it, I will do the daily because I feel like this is something that a lot of people, especially women, need to hear. And it rang true in some ways in my own life. I can see how it would be playing out for other people, and I think it is something that you kind of need to hear. So I'm going to take the camera and just move it down a little bit so you can kind of see what we're working with here. This is your spread. I start with the bottom of the deck. When I shuffle, this came up at the bottom of the deck. This is always like the the underlying issue, something that needs to be drawn attention to, a problem, whatever it is that spirit really wants you to pay attention to. That's what that bottom of the deck card is for me. And then I draw 9 other cards 2 through 10. They all work as clarifiers for the situation. This top row up here is like clarification of whatever it is that bottom of the deck card is. The second row kind of functions. Nova, both of y'all need to be quiet. This second row functions as like just kind of how you're dealing with it presently, or what actions you need to take in the present. And this right here is like the third row is like a solution, or how the future outcome of it will be. But either way, we're going to address whatever it is that spirit wanted me to tell you guys. And then I'm going to, just go over the cards, the clarifiers, the situation, what it is, and let you know what you need to know. So let's get into it. Of course, as you just saw, the spread is already laid out. I did shuffle everything out ahead of time. For this reading, I just felt compelled to lay it out and kind of just think over it. But yeah, here we go. The card that came out is the bottom of the deck when I shuffled is the 7 of Wands. Now, 7, when I have a 7 energy, it just it puts me in the mind of some type of partnership. It isn't always a relationship, but what it is that you are doing things your way. You're kind of going along, because to me 6 is going, trotting along your daily efforts. 7 is when you step out of or doing your own thing and include someone else. So it is an odd number because it's not just about you. You are stepping outside of yourself now. This 7 energy, so it's about a partnership. It's the fire goes along with what your drive is, your passion, your drive, your confidence, your motives, things like that. Now we have this 7 of Wands in reverse. So here I'm getting some type of, it's like a clandestine, is that how you say it? Clandestine, whatever, relationship. Something that's not really working. It could be a fiery relationship, a fiery partnership, something that you were very motivated to jump into, but it's not really working out in your favor. It's like you're being overpowered here. You're being overpowered. You're not shining. You're not putting your best self forward. You're not feeling in your element here. So all of that fire that you may have felt in the beginning is starting to dwindle, or you're just feeling really drained. The 7 of Wands could also be like secret lovers, like you're in a relationship, or you're in this situationship, as I should call it, with someone, and it's not something that really should be going on. It's like it's being kept under wraps. And I mean, why would you put up with something why would you put up with a relationship where you're like a secret? because it's like my little secret lovers. Secret lovers is what we are, trying hard to hide the way we feel. Cause we both belong to someone else, but we can't let go. Cause what we feel is also real. It's something going on here. It's like you both want it, but it's taboo. It's one or the other. It's like that secret lover relationship, or you're in a relationship and it's not going as far as it could go because they are overpowering you. Someone is like controlling you or forcing you to act in a certain way. It's like it's not your own pure motives that's being put on the front line here in this relationship, or it's not your own pure passion or your own will. It's like somebody is trying to make you submit to their will. So that's the underlying issue that we have here. That came up in the bottom of the deck. Now, going into this first row of cards, we have the Sun, we have Temperance, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the first things first, what jumped out to me about that is that these two here are major arcana. So this is a big deal. It's a big deal. Even though you guys may be like secret lovers, or the relationship may be on the down low, or still in the beginning stages where not a lot of people know about it, it's still a big deal. Like it's a big deal to you. And if you're staying in this relationship where you're allowing someone to have control over you, or to maybe not claim you, because that Seven of Wands in reverse, that is that type of energy where you're not really claiming. If you in this type of relationship, in this situation, then it better be a big deal. It better have the appearance of everything that you wanted, and you're just waiting around for things to get better. It's like, this is something you feel, it hits really close to home, because when you met this person, you were like, this is it. This is everything that I've been waiting for. This is my twin flame. This is my twin flame. This is the love of my life. This is my soulmate. This is a karmic relationship. It's almost as like it's almost as if it's almost as if you guys knew each other from a former life. You did know each other. It's not as if you did know each other in a former life, and you want to make it work. You want everything to be balanced. You want everything to go right. You don't want to repeat the same things that you did in your past. You don't want to treat this person. You don't want to be just another so-and-so. You feel really good. You feel this person or this relationship is very important to you. It's almost like an achievement in your eyes. Like when you met this person, you may have seen your life in their eyes. Like as soon as you looked at them, you could see myself having you. What is that song? Baby, I love you. You are my life. Happiest moments weren't complete if you weren't by. Okay, that whole song, Dangerously in Love. Like, I see myself having your child, see myself being your wife, and I see my whole future in your eyes. Those are the lyrics that I was looking for. That's what you saw in this person. But you also knew that you could not act the way that you're used to acting in a relationship. You had to take your time. You had to be balanced with it. You had to do things the right way. You have to be very strategic and patient and balanced and do things in moderation. The things that you've learned from your past, you are applying these actions to this relationship. But it's just not adding up. It's just not bearing the fruit. Everything that you've invested into this relationship, you're just not seeing it. Like, that's hurtful. That can bring somebody down, down, down. You're feeling down. You're feeling it. The energy of today, this is like the last Friday of May 2018. And on this last Friday of May, you don't have it. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I guess you say What can make me feel this way, my girl? You want somebody to feel like that about you, but you don't feel like that's really what's going on here. The person you with, they're giving you a lot of doubts. They're giving you a lot of doubts. It's like you want so much from this person and you've invested so much into it and you've longed for this thing for so long and you want nothing more than for your wish to be completely fulfilled, but things just are not adding up the way you wanted it to be. When you met this person and you saw your whole future in their eyes, and they were telling you all the stuff you wanted to hear, and they were a perfect reflection of everything that you wanted to manifest in this life or in love, and they just not producing. It's like you had the promise, but where are the results? I'm not seeing the results of that here. The second row, we have strength. The Star in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, if you are searching for a specific energy here, that's the Leo card. That's Aquarius in reverse. Right now, what you're being urged to do is open your mouth. You have to open your mouth. You have to let that person know, okay, I'm here, I'm trying. I want this to work, but you have to work with me. And you cannot be scared of the backlash. Like, somebody at this point right now, because of this 7 of Wands, and then this card here, the Strength card, you know, kind of being a clarifier or speaking more to the situation. Somebody has you so shook, like they probably have manipulated their way to a point where they can pretty much say anything to you and you will not open your mouth. They can make you feel like poop on the bottom of someone's shoe and you will not defend yourself. Like, why are you not speaking up for yourself? I feel like the universe has allowed you to be in this situation because you won't speak up for yourself. You have to develop that inner strength, because right now you're not being the star. You could shine brighter than anything or any person in a room, but you're not allowing yourself to be great. And this person has probably talked down to you, yelled over your head so many times. Everything, the beast that's in you, this person is taking control of that. They have tamed your inner superstar. You're not being who you're supposed to be. There's so much promise. There's so much promise in you. Like, there's so much potential in you. There's so much talent in you, but you're not showing any of it. This person has you under their thumb pretty much. Now, if you have already exited this type of relationship, then you already know what I'm talking about. And you made a clean getaway. And baby, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. But for the ones who are still stuck here, like, you'll never reach your 10 of Pentacles. You'll never have everything, every wish, the perfect reality if you continue to allow this person to treat you this way. You allow them to overpower you. You allow them to drain your power. You allow them to make you feel as if you're not worthy of the absolute best, and you are. You are worthy of the best. You deserve the best. You deserve everything. Everything that you want. You deserve it. Because like that Sun and that Temperance card said, you know exactly what it is. You've pinpointed what you want in your mind, so there's no question about that. And you've done the work. You've been balanced. You've been patient. When this person first went to talking to you crazy, you probably did, have that energy like, who the fuck? What the fuck? How the fuck? Where the fuck? When the fuck? You want to know what's going on. Like, who do you think you're talking to, or who do you think you are? Because the way this thing is set up, like, you probably are the more popular person in the relationship, or you are the more visible person. This person may they may work in some capacity where they're not on the front line. So they may be like behind closed doors. And something in them is making them want to step to the front. They need to be the front man somewhere in their life because they're damn sure not the front man in their work life, in their career life, as far as status. Otherwise, they wouldn't feel the need to control you or make you feel as if you don't have power. This is somebody who, they're probably not where they want to be at in life, and they probably see how close you are to where you want to be in life, or they see you working toward what it is that you want to be in life, and they're gonna stop that at all costs. They feel like you moving toward, like if this was upright and you were moving toward your dream, that you know, that wish fulfilled, that everything that you want, your hopes and dreams, if you were moving toward the stars, they feel like they would lose you. So they're going to keep you where you can't move toward the star, where you can't fully, or they're going to try to keep you where you can't move toward your destiny. But you don't have to stay there. Because on the third row, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the Four of Cups. What Spirit is trying to tell you, what the universe is trying to tell you, what I'm trying to tell you, hunty, is that you need to be open with this person. Like, just sitting there and being quiet so that you appease them, that's not going to get you anywhere in life. You can't always focus on the other person. You have to care about yourself. You have to care about yourself, and you have to speak up for yourself. Now, on this bottom row, that Two of Cups and that Chariot in reverse and this Four of Cups, this is all water. This is all water. So it could be I'm feeling Scorpio. If it's not a Scorpio sun or a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, then this person may have like a stellium in their 8th house, or they may have a stellium of, you know, maybe Venus and Mars and Uranus or something, like some inner and outer planets. They may have a stellium in Scorpio. But whatever it is, they may have a placement in Scorpio that aspects their sun, which is not Scorpio. Whatever it is, they have a lot of Scorpio energy. And the way I feel about, since Scorpios connect with darkness, the way I feel about Scorpio energy is the way the world has traditionally thought of being black. And Scorpio, they like darkness, they like black. If you have an ounce of black in your blood, then you're going to be labeled as African American or African, or you're going to be considered black. If any of the blackness in you is visible, if you don't pass that paper bag test, you're going to be considered black. And even if you hella light skin, if you have like black features, like if you have a strong nose or big lips or something, or a very soulful voice, then you're going to be considered black. Hey, y'all, Nova, hush. I'm sorry, y'all, my kids. Listen, we had a graduation this morning. I got them early. I should have let them go into the daycare or stay at the school until they dismissed, but I decided to be a good mama and bring them home. And that's my last time doing something to prove to myself that I'm a good mama. I know good damn well I'm a good mama, so I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to have some rest because this good mama need rest. But back to you. If you have any bit of black in you, you're going to be considered black. If you have any decent amount of Scorpio in you, that Scorpio energy is going to take over because it's one of the strongest energies. It's like the most intense in the zodiac. So I'm really feeling drawn to say that this is a Scorpio person that you're dealing with, or they're very Scorpio heavy in their chart. Could be a Scorpio Jupiter, a Jupiter and Scorpio. Because I mean, to me, when I see a person's Jupiter, it's like that's the sum total of them, their greater self. Like take all of their other placements, all of the energy of their birth chart, add it up, it's going to equal whatever their Jupiter is. That's how I feel. And it works out for me that way. For most of the people that I know, it works out for them that way. You know, add up all of their placements and the quirks and the nuances and the mannerisms of this sign, this aspect, that aspect. And it's going to equal whatever their Jupiter is. You're going to have like a overall picture of that person. So a Scorpio Jupiter, people with heavy Scorpio energy, that's what I'm feeling here, because they are really about control. almost disgustingly so. But if it's not Scorpio, you also have you have Cancer and Pisces to be concerned with, because they deal in the emotional realm, which means that they know how to play on people's emotions, and they know how to give and withdraw emotions in the most opportune times for them. So they control others emotionally because they have such, I don't know, they are so in touch or familiar with their own emotions. They learn to, use that tool to deal with other people. So you have this Two of Cups. You need to be open with them. You need to share with them how they're making you feel. You do not need to back down from this person. See them as an equal. Open your mouth. And all of this, this is another little thing that I'm just learning, because I'm on a spiritual journey just like you all are. When you see cups or emotion, what I learned about that is it's something that could deal with the throat chakra and expressing yourself. And with all of this water, because the Chariot is like a Cancer card, it's Cancer in reverse. So like an underhanded Cancer type of energy, a lower vibrational Cancer. Anyway, it's all, this is like water, and water is like emotions. And I found out that the throat chakra is affiliated with emotions. It's like your throat chakra is actually the base. Excuse me. Jonah, you're too old for me to keep talking to you and telling you to be quiet. Go to your room. Nova, follow him to the room. Bye. When you get to the throat chakra, it's like the base of your emotions. That's why when you're very emotional about something, you get choked up. You can barely even talk, because it's like the throat chakra is the base of the emotions. That's where emotional energy is stored. And I'm just finding this out. So all of that to say, on this third row, all of these water cards, it's time to get real. It's time to open your mouth, say how you feel. Stop letting somebody just treat you any type of way, because you don't deserve that. You two are equals. They are not above you. They are not behind you. You walk side by side, and you need to treat them as such. You need to talk to them and say how you feel, because right now you're letting them lead you. They're taking you down a path that you do not want to go down, honey. Trust me. With this relationship, the universe is actually testing you. The universe is testing you. They're going to weigh you out to see if you've been paying attention to everything you learned in the past, to see if you're taking those past experiences and pouring them into the future and pouring them back and adjusting. Maybe I can do this the way I did that in the past. Maybe I shouldn't do that the way I did in the past. But I learned this from the past that I can incorporate in the future. But I'm also in the future, and I need to leave my past behind. So it's a balancing act. It's a balancing of the emotions, of your experiences, of the things you love, of the things you've been taught by the people you love or have loved in your life. And you need to use that. Because right now, this person they are leading you. They could be leading you on in regards to that secret relationship, or if you're meeting up with this person, or if you're like in a third party type situation and you are the third wheel, this person is leading you on, because they're not going to leave whoever they're with. They're not going to uproot their whole life and move to where you are. They're not going to invite you to move where they are. The movement is just all wrong. The Chariot, the direction you're going in, is just all wrong. The final destination is just all wrong. Matter of fact, the final destination is this Four of Cups. It's like you will regret this. If you keep going on in this direction, you will regret it. That Four of Cups is like, because the four energy is like at home, and I don't know, that it just reminds me of like at home and resting. But in terms of like being emotional, is like you're putting too much into this. You're pouring your all into this, and there's nothing left for you. This person will drain you. This relationship will drain you. You will be dry. You will be depleted. You will have nothing left to give if you continue on in this way. Because like I was saying, your final destination is not a good destination. Like and I hate to deliver like this type of reading, but it's something that needs to be said, because this person, like, they have you like, you feeling the worst. You feeling down. You feeling not as valuable as you know you are. Like, it's making you very vulnerable, very insecure, because they're probably playing up on every single flaw that they find in you. Everything that's wrong about you just adds to their arsenal. Every time you talk, every time y'all have a conversation or you're out doing something somewhere, they're finding flaws with you. You'll never be enough. You'll never be enough. You'll never feel like they look at you in worship or like in reverence. You're not going to feel like that, because it's going to always be either a secret type of relationship, or you're going to always be the side chick. And let me just take a moment to say this. I don't feel no type of way about side chicks. I don't feel no hate toward them. I don't feel any love toward them. The same way I don't feel no type of way about main chicks, except I feel like main chicks are stupid. Like, I don't feel like side chicks are stupid. I feel like main chicks are stupid. And it's not even the fact that you're stupid for staying with this person who's doing you wrong, because we all have been fools in a relationship. It's stupid because you somehow feel like you're better. A main chick always feel like she's better in some type of way, and you're not. You're an option just like the side chick. Because if he cared enough about you, he wouldn't do anything to lose you. And at any given moment, he knows there's a possibility that you could get fed up and leave. As much as he thinks you won't leave, or as much as he feels comfortable in the fact that you won't leave, there's always that inkling in the back of a man's mind, she could leave my ass because I'm doing her wrong. But he keep doing it because he don't really respect you like that. So don't feel like you're better, Miss Main Chick. Anyway, if you keep being this side chick, it's not going anywhere for you. You keep on in this relationship where he wants to keep it under wraps, or maybe he's not claiming you. He don't even have to be with nobody else. It don't have to be a third party situation. The two parties could be him and himself, or her and herself. He could be so into himself. Like, I'm really feeling this energy right now. Some of y'all messing with the type of man who's so into himself is disgusting. Like, you can be watching a TV show and he sees a character that he likes and he was like, oh, this show is made after me. I feel so good. This make me so happy to be me. I'm glad I'm like me. See, they made this character like me for a reason. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but this person is always talking about themselves. Always. And you don't get a word in. That's another reason why you feeling powerless here. They probably don't even hardly know you. They just know how being with you makes them feel, and that's all they care about. They care about being comfortable in your presence because you are the one who's doing everything to make them comfortable. They don't feel like they have to do anything for you because you're doing everything for them. And it's going to deplete you. It's going to deplete you. It's going to take all your little energy. All your little energy. It's going to be gone messing with them. And they ungrateful. And once you washed up and drained and used and abused and hurt and depressed and spiteful and vengeant, they're going to leave your ass because it's not going to be fun to be around you anymore. At the moment that it's not fun or self-serving for them to be around you, shoo, gone. Gone. This is just nothing about this path, nothing about the thing that you're, nothing about the way that you're conducting yourself in this relationship, in this partnership, because taking it away from a love type thing, in a career sense, you're working with someone, maybe y'all are supposed to collaborate on something at work, and they allow you to do all the work, but they're going to take the credit for it. Like, they're going to be the face. Maybe you did all the grunge work, but they're going to be the person who presents it and get all of the accolades. You know, it's that type of energy, an energy of someone who knows your potential, but in order to elevate themselves, they're going to try to dim your light. That's the energy of this here. And I'm telling you to get out. Get out. that movie, Get Out. Get out now. Listen, I don't have nothing that can flash. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. That flash, my nose start trickling blood. Get out. You have to go. You have to get out of this. That's your energy. And we have this Sag full moon coming up. You know, I would be remiss to not say this. This is the sun. This Temperance card is Sagittarius affiliated. So we have the sun lighting up the Sagittarius. Sun on Sagittarius. The 29th, it's coming up in the next few days. We have the Sagittarius full moon. So we have the sun lighting up the Sagittarius moon. And Sagittarius is all about truth and integrity and the mission to achieve your higher ideals in life, preaching, teaching, expansion, learning through being in new environments. It's time. You need a change of scenery. You need a change of dialogue. It's time for a change. The things that you've been suppressing, you need to go ahead and open your mouth. Because just as a Sagittarius, they'll put up with some stuff. You know, little nick here, little nick there. They're pretty forgiving people because they kind of live on a higher plane and don't trip about little shit. But this ain't little shit. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. This isn't little shit. This is something that needs some attention, and it needs attention ASAP. This is why these spirits kept telling me to put these cards out and go ahead and record this reading as a daily. And this being my first daily on the channel, I think they pretty much came through and looking out for you. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Because somebody, they in some mess. And like I was saying, like, I felt this in my own life. Like, I feel like I met or ran into or whatever my a twin flame. Now, as far as what I've been reading and researching, a twin flame is like a once in a lifetime type thing. Like, you only really have one true twin flame. And that's devastating to me if this is my one true twin flame, because, oh my God, y'all, we mirror each other so much. We're just on different we just in different places on our journey to ascension. And I met him on that day that the new moon went into, there was a Taurus new moon and Uranus went into Taurus. We ran into each other on that day.